Happy full buck moon in Aquarius. It's July 23rd, 2021. And yesterday we left Cancer, the day before this full moon, and shifted into Aquarius. Aquarius is the water bearer, and it often gets mistaken for a water sign as a result, but it is in fact an air sign. And we are going to have actually 2 full Aquarius moons this year. The next one's going to be on August 22nd, and that's because of how everything has gone with the craziness we've been having this year. So basically, Aquarius collects water or emotions from the world into a vessel, and then using air transmutes it and then basically pours it back down to the world as a shift in consciousness. And Chariklo, the Asteroid of Spirit medicine, is conjunct in Aquarius this full moon, which helps with spiritual growth and your healing journey. So with Chariklo, energetic healing modalities are really good. So for example, Reiki, which is just hands-on healing through light touch, or in some cases no touch at all and at a distance. Vibrational medicines, so sound healing, things like singing bowls, drums, chimes, tuning forks, tingshas, binaural beats, and so on. So full moons are always about endings, completion, and releasing that which no longer serves us. So this can be people who have hurt you knowingly or unknowingly, and it can go all the way back to childhood. This can be negative habits or thought patterns that we can get stuck in or looped in. Any type of stressors, anything basically big or small that we want to see go out of our life. So right now we want to listen to the intuitive messages of changes that need to be made in our lives. So if those changes don't seem to be intuitively coming all that clearly just now at this full moon, things will be clearer when the next full moon is here on August 22nd. So Aquarius links to Venus opposite Jupiter. So that can lead to relationship irritants and karmic imbalances with things like love and affection. So it's a little bit tricky there, but and also Venus makes you want to achieve and reach your goals. So you're going to find you're a little bit more motivated and whatnot. And then we have the Sun opposite the Moon, which represents home, family, intimate relationships, and that's going to be a little bit more focused over the next 2 weeks. Also, we're going to have opposite forces, so, be prepared. And what I mean by that is things like your time, work versus home, things you need versus want. And this could start to create a little bit of a conflict and diminish your energy. So just wanting to be careful of that. So one of the ways with a full moon that you can help to, get these releases going is to handwrite a list of the things that you would like to see leave your life. And you can do this every single full moon. So like the things I had already listed, both big and small, people, behaviors, thought patterns, anything at all that's blocking you. And then just hold that in your hands. You want to fold the paper. You can go out under the full moon and actually speak those releases out loud if you feel comfortable to the moon, or if not, just say them in your head. And then once you've done that, burn it over a tea light, either outdoors or indoors, doesn't really matter. And that will help the release start flowing. So outside of that, we have July 21st, we had Venus shifts into Virgo, and Virgo is a little bit more of a practical sign. So it relates to a more practical outlook on relationships and love, a more organized approach to how we gain and spend money, and rather than, for example, spending it on fun stuff and, maybe trips, since most of us haven't traveled anywhere in ages, but instead investing in education. And that's, that's kind of a Virgo trait, being organized and efficient and, that kind of stuff, which is actually during this transit something that we value. We also value our own time and energy and, who we share that with. And it's okay to hold your energy tight to your chest and, not let other people in if you don't feel comfortable. So during this transit, we're also drawn to self-analysis, self-understanding, and, just trying to be introspective and really get to know yourself a little bit better. And we also aren't so keen on superficial or shallow interactions right now. So Then July 22nd, we had the sun in Leo, and that's increasing vitality, love for life, your playfulness, celebration, enjoyment, creativity, mood, your energy levels. And I mean, think about it. It's in Leo, and this is when the sun, the rays of the sun shine the brightest. And so this is the time to honor our inner children and to be ourselves unapologetically. This is, that word authenticity that we kept hearing, that's this new buzzword, and has been for a while now. That's what it means, being ourselves and not apologizing for it. And, we can do that, and there's nothing wrong with that, even though we've been programmed to think that there is. So basically, Leo is the season to allow the universal energies to flow through you rather than fighting them and trying to, suppress them. Just let it go. And connect with your inner child. So then today, for the full moon in Aquarius, it's conjunct Pluto, and Pluto is all about death and rebirth. So think about the phoenix rising from the ashes. So after you've looked at all this relationship stuff and had the introspection about yourself and what have you, then figuring out, who do you really want to be? What do you actually want to release and cut away to make way for the new? So just, like I said, thinking about that phoenix rising from the ashes and being stronger than before, or the butterfly who, comes out of its chrysalis, and if someone helps it get out of that chrysalis, then it falls and dies because its wings aren't strong enough, right? So same thing, standing on our own and being strong, so yeah. And then with Leo and Aquarius, just speaking about that, it's a little bit about the struggle between needing to feel like you're part of a like-minded group, or like we just talked about, being authentic and doing some of your own growth and basically not being afraid to stand on your own 2 feet. And then notice, just, be aware of how we may in certain situations sacrifice our individuality in order to fit in or be accepted. So dare to be different. So I hope that you have a wonderful full moon, and that you're having a wonderful weekend ahead, and wishing you much love, kindness, and universal blessings, as well as integrated shadow and some introspection for this full moon. And much love from Kelly and from Reiki Releases. Take care. Talk soon. All the best. Bye-bye.